Greetings gastronauts, this is KeefCooks, I'm Keef, and today I'm going to do something a bit unusual. I'm going to do Jamaican curry goat with coconut rice and beans. Yeah, if you watched my recent video when I was sorting out my request list, I put this on the B list, but on the basis that it's not that easy to get goat here in sunny Leeds. Actually it is if you go to the right place, but I never have. And also on the basis that I've had it once or twice and wasn't wowed by it, but maybe my recipe will be better. So this was originally requested by Alan Galaxy, and it's been seconded by Jerky M and thirded by Mrs. KeefCooks. So really I've got to do it. Basically it just happened that we went to Leeds Market yesterday and one of the butcher's stalls had a big mountain of goat. So I bought a kilo and then realised that the other essential ingredient is a scotch bonnet, chilli. So there's a stall that sells all manner of exotic fruits and veg from, you know, Africa and the Caribbean, and of course they've got a huge box of scotch bonnets. So I said, can I have one? And she started weighing out a kilo, and I said, no, I just want one. And she's like, she gave me that kind of look that says, not a chance, matey, the bag costs more than one scotch bonnet. So I got 6, and they cost me 64p. And if you like this video, don't forget, give it a like and share and subscribe and give me money and things like that. Right, these are the ingredients for my curry goat. I'm not claiming this is like authentic at all, because I couldn't find anything that resembled an authentic recipe. I just found a whole lot of different things. So I've got 1 kilo of goat meat, I've got a carrot, I've got an onion, a potato, 1 scotch bonnet. I haven't decided which one yet. 4 cloves of garlic, 2 tablespoons of curry powder, a teaspoon of ground allspice, a teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of salt, pinch of ground black pepper, and a can of tomatoes, and a litre of hot water. So the goat is, well, this seems to be a mixture of like chops and just random stuff. So some of it's on the bone, which is good. We'll leave it on the bone, that'll give extra flavour. And some of it's got a bit of fat, which we need to get rid of. So first of all, I've peeled the garlic and just crush it and roughly chop it. And peel your onion and slice it and cut it into bits. So we need to prep the meat, and oh, that's a nice big chunk. But you want to cut it into kind of bite-sized pieces, and you want to get rid of any fat and silver skin. Some of these are actually chops, so you know that's bone all the way down. So you know that'll go in. I'll cut the meat out, and the bone will go in, which will add tons of flavour. So I've got some vegetable oil, well actually sunflower oil, heating on medium heat, and I'm going to put the curry powder in there just to cook that a little bit. And then we'll pop the meat in because we want to sear it all over, and I think I'll have to do this in 2 batches because there's quite a lot. And there you have it, curry goat. Alright, it takes a bit more cooking that, and needs a few more ingredients. Okay, and I'm transferring it to a big pot as it gets brown. So that's all the meat. Now I'll pop the onions in and let those fry for a bit, saute. Okay, they're a bit soft, so now I'll put the big pot on the ring and add the onions to that. Okay, now pop the water in and turn up the heat to bring that to a boil. Pop the garlic in and add the tomatoes. This is, I don't know, some people add a couple of actual tomatoes, some add half a can. Some people even add ketchup, which, no, just wrong, I think. And it's odd that there's no kind of bouillon or stock in it. Okay, and then the allspice and the thyme. And for now, finally, the chilli from hell, the Scotch bonnet. You put it in whole, and you know, its flavour will exude into the liquid. And so what you want to do now is cook that down for about an hour and a half until the meat is really tender. But every 20 minutes or so, check it for taste to see how hot it's getting with this demon chilli. And when it's hot enough for your taste, remove the chilli. But apparently, you know, it adds a really nice flavour apart from adding heat, so that's why it's there. And we don't add the potato and the carrot until about 20 minutes from the end because they'll just turn to mush. So put a lid on that, let it simmer for an hour and a half. So it's had about an hour and I was just checking it for heat and I found this half a Scotch bonnet pepper. It's disintegrated and I've lost some of it and the stalk and probably some of the seeds, so this could be lethal. But I've had a taste, it's actually fine. It's got a very long, slow burn. Right, so it's been cooking actually for about 2 hours and the meat is falling off the bone and the flavour of that sauce is fabulous. So I'm just going to add the carrot and the spuds, chop them into kind of bite-sized chunks and pop those into the pan with the meaty stuff. So they need to cook for 20 to 30 minutes until they're nice and soft. Right, for the rice and beans, I've got 150 grams of basmati rice or long grain rice. I've got half an onion, finely chopped. I've got coconut milk, 400 gram can. I've got red kidney beans, 400 gram can. Or, you know, black-eyed peas, black-eyed beans, black beans, whatever. And some oil. And some people suggest putting one of these little buggers in, but I'm not going to because there's enough hotness in the other thing. So first thing to do, heat up the oil in a pan. So there's the oil, kind of hot, and I'll just pop the onions in. Just want to soften them a little bit. And you add the rice and stir that in. Get that all nice and coated. And then add the water. And the coconut milk, which doesn't have a wrinkle. There we go. And I've just realised I bought red kidney beans in a chilli sauce. So I'll kind of scrape out the beans and try not to get too much of the chilli sauce in there. And we'll just let that cook away for about 10 to 15 minutes until the rice has absorbed the liquid. And then to serve it, you just want a dollop of the rice and a dollop of the curry and a sprinkling of chopped fresh coriander leaves. Okay, here it is, the dinner.
Taste test.
And here it is. This is KeefCooks! For a taste test.
Okay.
Eat those first.
I thought you loved me.
Oh. Ooh.
Right.
Squidgy goat.
I'm gonna have the rice first. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Surprised yourself, huh?
Mm.
We had there's a stall on the market where they do curried goat and jerk goat and whatnot, and I tried it and I thought it was brilliant. So Keith had some. It wasn't your thing, was it?
Hated it. Well, this is okay. This is better.
But you said, didn't you? You like gravy. So I think you've done a wet version.
Yeah, it's plenty
Soup
wet.
after this.
Plenty wet. My scotch bonnet exploded halfway through, so if you see anything red and solid, don't eat it.
Avoid like plague. Well, yes, Keefy. I enjoyed the original. I'm enjoying yours.
Okay. And this is coconut rice and beans.
The only thing about goat butchery is you're always going to find little bits of bones in it. So just be aware of that one.
They don't do it, they just slice the goat up on a bandsaw in its entirety, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice though.
It is, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad. That means you'll cook it
So
again.
am I, because that's this week's dinner.
Yeah, we're lucky here in Leeds. We've got so many different kinds of restaurant. Oh, did you tell them about? Oh, I can never remember his name. Bungosh, Banggood, Bundobust.
Oh, Bundobust.
Bundobust.
Oh, no. If you want a trendy hipster street food and craft beer, go to Bundobust in Leeds. Brilliant.
Yeah. I don't know if it's trendy, but they can cook. So it's a vegetarian restaurant.
Of course it's trendy. We went there. Oh, it's vegetarian, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be why you haven't mentioned it.
It's my little secret. Yeah. Oh, that's grand. Okay.
Do you think we ought to wave at people because
Yeah.
they're fed up of watching us eat? Good. Try this one.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
What for dinner?
Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Bye. Yum. Okay. Hey, I like this. Oh, well done. Oh, I'm glad you like it.